Boo! It's Sexx. Welcome to today's video. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel we talk mostly about manga, manhwa, donghua, anime. We talk about K-drama, K-pop, all of that good stuff. So if you like all of that, you should definitely subscribe. Today's video, we're going to be talking about a Webtoon comic. And the title is, I already said in the beginning of this video, Boo! It's Sexx. I know what you're thinking. How can something called Boo! It's Sexx be on Webtoon? Look, it's not as rated R as you sound. It's more informational and educational, which is why it is allowed to be on Webtoon. And it's a free comic. You should definitely check it out. We're going to get into the summary. I'll give you a little summary of it. So, I don't know if it's first. I'll give I want to give a little history lesson in myself. Well, it's not really a history lesson. It's not really a history. Before we really jump into talking about the Webtoon, I kind of want to give a little, I guess you could say, American history lesson. Not really. It's not really an American history lesson, but it's just a little background. So people, if you're watching this from a different country, you kind of know more where this Webtoon is coming from. So in American college culture, you have sororities and fraternities. Don't know if it's the same in other countries, but I know for sure it's big here. Sororities are typically for women. If you are a guy, you can join it. They can't discriminate, but it's not common. Same thing with fraternities. Fraternities are for men for the most part, boys, whatever you call them. But it's typically just boys. You could be a girl and join one, but it's not really common. So sororities and fraternities. Sororities, you have sisters. Fraternities, you have brothers. And typically, you have to be in the same living situation. So they'll have fraternity houses and sorority houses, which is basically a big house where all of the sorority sisters live together so that they can bond better. Same thing with fraternities. They live in one house together and they bond. Typically, sororities and fraternities are the ones that also host college parties. So if you were to go to a college party, an American college party, typically it's hosted by sororities or fraternities. And they're the ones who have they would have the parties typically at their frat house or their sorority house or wherever, or they'll even rent out a space sometimes for everybody to have fun. Anyway, now that you have that little mini history lesson in your head right now, let's go ahead and jump into the Webtoon. So the Webtoon, it starts off with these, I guess they're college freshmen. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I haven't read this in so long. I read this Webtoon comic when I was a freshman in college, and that was 4 or 5 years ago. Oh! So it's been a minute, but it's still a really good Webtoon comic, and it came to mind, and I just want to go ahead and tell you guys about it. So you have these freshmen or these people these girls who are moving into this spooky old sorority fraternity house, and they're going to be living there, and then they run into a ghost girl. She's a dead sorority girl. The ghost of a dead sorority girl. Not her dead body. But they run into her, and she's very friendly, and she is very informational. She loves to talk about sex, okay? And she has no shame in it. No shame in her game. And I like the ghost girl because she's a sense of she's a sense of confidence, I want to say, because she has such high energy that and these girls are freshmen, very timid girls who, when you're a college freshman going through this, even if you're a high school senior even watching this is a good Webtoon comic to read, to kind of prepare you in a way for college and all the dirty deeds that go on, and also to comfort you too, to make you feel hey, you're not weird, you're not different, you're just, or not, it's not bad to be different, or if you are different, it's not bad to be different. It's a webcomic, it's a Webtoon comic that boosts your confidence, I want to say, when you're a college freshman. Because when I read this when I was a college freshman, I thought I was weird because I had never been with boys before. I didn't even know anything about sex. And you learn a lot in this Webtoon about sex, your lady bits, your man bits. You learn a lot, okay? So that's why I love it, because it's different from what I usually read. I usually read like romance novels, or sometimes even, you know, like drama and all that stuff. And sometimes that gets boring, you know? And so this is a good switcheroo. You know, it switches things up. It's really like a good breath of fresh air, if you will, because it's just different from what you would normally read. But yeah, I want to say, if you're like a high school senior, definitely check this Webtoon comic out. It's free on the Webtoon app. I'll have the link down in the description box below for you to check it out. And it's really lighthearted as well. And I don't know, I just really like the sorority girl. She's like my favorite. Of course, she's like the main character, obviously, and yada yada. But she's like she's really good and comforting. But yeah, if you check it out, or if you have checked it out, let me know. Leave like a description, or sorry, leave a comment down below if you've already checked it out. Tell me what's the weirdest thing that you learned from that Webtoon comic that you've never heard of before in your life. And then if you have already checked it out, or if you haven't, or if you're looking into checking it out, check it out, come back to the video, and then come back down to the comment section and just tell me if you liked it or not, or if it's too weird, whatever, you know, just let me know. If you like more videos like this, you should definitely subscribe to this channel, because there will be more like this to come. And yes, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.